Chevrolet just made 5 changes to the 2026 Silverado HD that are going to solve the biggest problems plaguing heavy-duty truck buyers. If you've been putting off buying a work truck because you're tired of confusing configurations, weak fuel economy, and paying premium prices for capability you'll actually use, these 5 updates will change everything about your truck buying decision. While competitors keep adding complexity and cost, Chevrolet is doing something completely different with the 2026 Silverado HD that's worth waiting for. Number 5. Making things simpler. Have you ever walked into a dealership ready to buy a truck only to feel completely overwhelmed by the sheer number of configurations available? Regular cab, double cab, crew cab, short bed, long bed, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. The combinations seemed endless, leaving many buyers paralyzed by choice rather than excited about their purchase. That's exactly the problem Chevrolet recognized with their HD lineup, and therefore, the 2026 model year is bringing simplification that will actually make your buying experience far more pleasant. Rear-wheel drive is being eliminated from LT and LTZ trim levels, while the LTZ trim is also losing its double cab option entirely. But rather than limiting your choices, this streamlining eliminates the confusion that was preventing buyers from making confident decisions. The work truck and custom trims remain the only versions offering both 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive options, while higher trims automatically include 4-wheel drive capability. This approach becomes brilliant when you realize that most heavy-duty truck buyers were already choosing 4-wheel drive anyway. Statistics show that over 70% of HD truck sales included 4-wheel drive, so instead of forcing you to wade through configurations that most people don't want, you'll spend less time comparing obscure trim combinations and more time focusing on what really matters, getting the right truck for your specific needs. But simplified configurations mean nothing if the engine under the hood can't deliver when you need it most, which brings us to the powertrain that's going to change your mind about diesel trucks. Number 4. Refined diesel power. Nothing kills productivity faster than a truck that can't handle the work you're asking it to do. Whether you're towing a massive equipment trailer up a mountain pass or hauling maximum payload across the country, you need an engine that delivers consistent power without breaking your budget at the fuel pump. That's where the 2026 Silverado HD 6.6-liter Duramax Turbo Diesel V8 becomes your secret weapon. This power plant generates 470 horsepower and a massive 975 pound-feet of torque, figures that absolutely dwarf the standard gasoline engine's 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet. Here's what those numbers actually mean for your daily work life. The diesel engine provides the low-end grunt you need for heavy towing without the constant downshifting and engine strain that leaves you exhausted after a long day. The gasoline V8 is capable, but when you're pulling 20,000 pounds up a steep grade, you'll feel the difference immediately. The Duramax stands out for its remarkable refinement and fuel economy that keep your operating costs manageable. During real-world testing, the diesel-powered Silverado 2500 achieved 18 miles per gallon on the highway, impressive for a truck capable of towing up to 36,000 pounds. If you're driving a lot with frequent towing, the fuel savings between the diesel and gas engines can amount to thousands of dollars annually. Therefore, the Duramax isn't just about peak performance, it's about sustainable performance that actually saves you money in the long run. All that power is impressive, but it won't matter if the truck doesn't look the part when you pull up to important job sites, which is why Chevrolet's approach to exterior design is so smart. Number 3. Appearance makes the difference too. Walking onto a job site or pulling up to a customer's location, you want a truck that immediately communicates professionalism and capability. The wrong vehicle can undermine your credibility before you even shake hands or unload your first tool. That's where the Silverado HD's imposing presence becomes a genuine business asset. The truck's bold, aggressive styling with its massive grille, prominent hood bulge, and wide stance immediately signals serious capability to anyone who sees it. But here's the thing about successful design. When something works this well, you don't mess with it. Therefore, Chevrolet is taking a conservative approach with exterior updates for 2026. The most visible change involves the new polar white tri-coat exterior finish, which replaces the discontinued iridescent pearl option. The tri-coat finish provides enhanced depth and durability compared to standard paint options, giving the truck a more premium appearance. Bright finish 20-inch aluminum wheels are replacing the previous polished 20-inch rollers across the range. If you've ever owned polished wheels, you know the frustration. They look spectacular when new but require constant cleaning. The bright finish provides a similar visual impact with significantly easier maintenance, making perfect sense for work trucks that need to look professional without requiring excessive upkeep. So, the exterior commands respect, but that means nothing if you're miserable inside the cab during those long work days, which is where the interior upgrades become crucial. Number 2. Refining the interior. Spending 8 to 10 hours a day in your truck shouldn't feel like punishment. Too many work trucks force you to choose between capability and comfort, leaving you with back pain, road fatigue, and the constant frustration of outdated technology that doesn't work with your smartphone or business needs. The 2026 Silverado HD eliminates that compromise entirely. Despite being designed primarily as a work truck, it's going to surprise you with a refined interior quality that makes those long drives between job sites actually pleasant rather than endured. The cabin features high-quality materials and solid build construction that feels substantial enough to handle daily abuse from muddy boots and tool bags, but refined enough that you won't hesitate to take clients for a ride. The dashboard design prioritizes functionality with easy-to-use physical controls complementing the modern touchscreen interface. The base work truck includes a 7-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but upper trims feature a massive 13.4-inch display with Google built-in functionality and integrated navigation. This means you can manage calls, navigate to job sites, and stay connected with your team without constantly fumbling with your phone. The interior's real strength lies in its practical storage solutions designed around actual work needs. The center console bin is enormous, easily accommodating laptops, tablets, and paperwork. Additional storage compartments include underseat storage bins and door pockets sized for water bottles, tools, and the dozens of small items that accumulate in work vehicles. But comfort features don't pay the bills. Raw capability does, and that's where the Silverado HD's numbers will absolutely blow your mind. Number 1. Improving work capabilities. Nothing destroys your schedule faster than a truck that can't handle the loads you need to move. Making multiple trips because your payload capacity is too low or hiring additional equipment because your towing capacity falls short directly impacts your bottom line and your reputation with clients. That's where the 2026 Silverado HD's capability numbers become game changers for your business. These aren't just impressive statistics to brag about, they represent real-world capability that translates directly into getting more work done with fewer trips. Starting with the 2500 HD models, you're looking at payload capacity ranging from 3,372 to 3,689 pounds. To put that in perspective, even the lowest figure significantly exceeds the Silverado 1500's best payload rating by more than half a ton. Conventional towing capacity ranges from 14,500 to 20,000 pounds, with fifth wheel towing reaching up to 22,430 pounds. Think about what this means for your daily operations. Instead of making 2 trips with a smaller truck, you can load everything once and get the job done. That's not just convenience, that's direct savings in fuel, time, and wear on your equipment. The 3500 HD takes these figures to an entirely different level. Maximum payload capacity reaches 7,442 pounds in the strongest configuration. That's the weight of 3 compact cars in your truck bed, opening up possibilities for hauling equipment and materials that would otherwise require expensive delivery services. Towing capacity becomes truly impressive with the 3500 HD diesel models, reaching up to 36,000 pounds with the right configuration. 36,000 pounds represents serious commercial-grade capability that lets you haul excavators, large equipment trailers, or multiple pieces of machinery on a single trip. Even the gasoline V8 shouldn't be dismissed for lighter commercial work. With up to 17,400 pounds of towing capacity, you're getting more than enough capability for most applications without the additional cost of the diesel option. What makes these numbers particularly valuable is how confidently the truck handles them. The chassis, suspension, and braking systems are all engineered to manage maximum loads safely and comfortably, so you're not white-knuckling the steering wheel when carrying valuable cargo or expensive equipment. The 2026 Chevrolet Silverado HD represents exactly what the heavy-duty truck market needed: simplified buying decisions, refined diesel power that balances capability with efficiency, professional styling that commands respect, comfortable interiors that make long work days bearable, and genuine capability numbers that let you handle bigger jobs with fewer trips. While other manufacturers keep adding complexity and cost, Chevrolet focused on solving the real problems that truck buyers face every day, creating a work truck that's easier to buy, more efficient to operate, and capable enough to handle whatever your business demands. The beauty of today's market is that there are so many amazing trucks around, including the Silverado's key rival, the Super Duty. If you think that HD pickups are all designed in the same way, wait to see what kind of approach to hard tasks Ford is offering. You can check it in our next video, which explains why the Ford Super Duty is so good that owners will never sell it.